Never thought in a million years that a coal miner like me for 10 years was actually a rich family's heir, the real young master who got swapped at birth. When my rich parents found me, I was holding a shovel, coming out of the mine. When they saw this, they were totally shocked, staring at me covered in coal dust with pure disgust. But what they didn't know was my identity wasn't that simple. My birth father spoke first. "Get him another car. Don't let him dirty our car." My birth mother held back her disgust. "Son, you've had it rough all these years. Once you're home and cleaned up, mommy will take good care of you." Then they got in the car. With them was their adopted daughter, Xu Mengya. She looked at me, then at her pink Maserati. Finally sighed. "Get in my car. There's a bathroom at the mine. You can shower and change before getting in." After I showered, I got in Xu Mengya's Maserati, heading to my birth parents' home. At the Zhu mansion, I didn't see my birth parents, but instead saw someone my age named Xu Chusheng. The fake young master of this family. Xu Chusheng came up all smiles, grabbing my hand. "I should call you bro, right? Don't worry, I won't play the real versus fake heir drama. We're brothers now, let's get along." As he said this, he shoved a fruit knife in my hand and pulled it toward himself. Xu Chusheng put the knife in my hand and tried to make me stab him. Is this some weird Zhu family welcome ritual? I'm lazy but strong, so I didn't let him succeed. He pulled hard but couldn't move it, then blinked at me with innocent eyes. Then he tried again, so I pointed at the phone on my chest. Few words, recording everything. Xu Chusheng immediately let go in fear. Just then, Xu Mengya came in after parking, saw me holding the knife, then saw Xu Chusheng looking terrified. Her expression got weird too. Too lazy to explain, I just handed the knife back to Xu Chusheng. "Sis, you're back! I had Mrs. Zhou make you some lotus seed porridge. I'll go get it for you." "Not hungry." "Zhu size, you hungry?" "Too lazy to eat." I walked to the sofa and flopped down, pulling out snacks from my backpack, looking half dead while stuffing my face. This is my lifestyle. If I can sit, I won't stand. If I can lie down, I won't sit. Tired? I'm okay. I kept eating. Pulled out my tablet, coding with my left hand while scrolling my phone with my right. Watching videos and snacking here and there. Xu Mengya and Xu Chusheng looked at me like I was some freak. Especially Xu Chusheng, who came over acting nice. "Bro, you've been through so much, never learned high society manners. If people see you like this, it'll embarrass the Zhu family. But don't worry, I'll teach you etiquette." "Too lazy, the mine's busy. You sure you don't want to go back and help?" "In my view, you should still see your birth parents. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come here either." So I figured he'd also want to see his own birth parents. But Xu Chusheng's lips twitched and his eyes got red. "Bro, if you don't want me here, then I'll just leave. Whatever." I could tell despite saying he wouldn't play the real versus fake heir game, he still wanted to compete. But compete for what? The inheritance? I'm not interested. I really wanted to tell him I don't care about money, but I knew he wouldn't believe me. No normal person would. So I didn't bother. Mom and Dad said they're going abroad for a few days and we'll make it up to you when they're back. Hope you don't overthink it. I nodded, made a sound, looking like my soul could float out any second. Xu Mengya looked helpless too, then turned to Xu Chusheng. "Is the room ready?" "Still working on it. But I care a lot about bro, so there's a lot to prepare." "Sis, how about letting bro stay in the guest room today? Sai's just got back, how can he stay in the guest room? He's family, not a guest." "Got it, sis. I'm the only outsider here. I can stay anywhere, just need a bed and ventilation." "Then pick any room except Mom and Dad's. Tomorrow I'll personally arrange your room. I have a meeting this afternoon. Anything else can wait till I'm back tonight." I grunted and continued lying dead on the sofa. Xu Mengya shook her head. Seeming helpless at my laziness, she left quickly. Looks like she's important at the company. After she left, Xu Chusheng said, "Bro, let me take you to a nice room. You'll love it." "Okay." I reluctantly got up. If I could just lie dead in the living room, I would have stayed. Really didn't want to move at all. Xu Chusheng was being too nice. I knew this kid was up to something, but I didn't care. Sure enough, he took me to a room on the second floor. The room smelled nice, with a vanity full of skincare products, and a big bed with light pink bedding. There was even a photo of Xu Mengya on the vanity. I looked at Xu Chusheng helplessly, thinking, does this kid really think I'm stupid? Can't tell this is Xu Mengya's room? But Xu Chusheng smiled like he didn't notice. "Bro, if you like it here, just rest up." "Okay," I nodded, even though I knew he was setting me up. I was really too lazy to find another room. Just wanted to shower and lie in bed. Sounds perfect. Xu Chusheng couldn't help but laugh, then quickly ran out, like he was afraid I'd change my mind. I showered, then lay down. After dark, I was woken up. It was Xu Mengya's light cough that woke me. She stood by the bed in a black business suit with a cold face, looking like she was waiting for an explanation. "Sis, I couldn't help it. Bro insisted on staying in your room. I told him you have OCD, but bro just wouldn't listen." Xu Mengya held back for a while, then asked, "Comfortable?" I thought she'd be mad, since Xu Chusheng tried so hard to stir things up. I rubbed my eyes and nodded seriously. "Yeah, comfortable. The aromatherapy helps me sleep." "Then just sleep here. Hungry?" "A little. Don't want to get up." "Okay, I'll bring it up." Xu Mengya nodded and left. Xu Chusheng's eyes widened, grinding his teeth. "Why is she so nice to you when you just got here? She has OCD but lets you sleep in her bed. Even lets you eat in her bed. Why?" I didn't bother responding, just pulled out my phone to watch videos. Xu Chusheng felt like a clown, but still wouldn't leave. Seemed like he really wanted to see how I'd eat in Xu Mengya's bed. Soon, Xu Mengya came in pushing a food cart with a small tray. That folds out as a table. I just had to sit up to eat. I sat up listlessly. Rinsed my mouth first, then started eating. Xu Mengya went to the desk to work on company stuff. Didn't even look my way. Xu Chusheng picked up the juice from the cart. I knew he wanted to mess with me, probably gonna spill juice on the bed, then complain to OCD Xu Mengya about my rudeness. though I didn't know how Xu Mengye would react. But I knew if he pulled this off, I'd have to change rooms. I'm lazy, don't want to move, so I pointed my phone at him. Xu Chusheng froze just as he was about to spill the juice. He smiled sweetly and handed me the juice. Bro, want some juice? Nope. I looked toward Xu Mengye. She was looking over too. Our eyes met. I noticed her eyes were beautiful, deep like they could see through everything. Xu Chusheng, isn't your college exam coming up? Shouldn't you be studying? Xu Chusheng's lips twitched. Knowing he was being kicked out, he had to leave. After I ate, the maid came to clean. I went back to coding left hand, scrolling right hand. Before I knew it, over 3 hours had passed. I was tired again, planned to shower and sleep. Just then, Xu Mengye finished working. She put a bottle of medicine by the bed. Chinese medicine for brain nutrition. Thanks, sis. I looked at her casually, wondering how she knew I needed brain supplements. But she'd already left, too lazy to ask. Took a shower, took the medicine, fell asleep quickly. Over the next few days, I barely left the room. Xu Chusheng kept trying to cause trouble but never got the chance. Meanwhile, Xu Mengye would work in the room every day. But we barely talked. Until this day when I was still sleeping and my blanket was suddenly yanked off. I woke up startled to find my birth parents were back. The one who pulled my blanket was my birth father. How can you sleep here? Bro, even though sis is adopted, you should watch your image. If people find out the real Xu heir sleeps in his sister's room right away, how improper. The Xu family's reputation can't be ruined like this. What a disaster, how can my own son be like this? I don't even want to live anymore. You're at the age of studying. Why is your head full of these inappropriate thoughts? Get up already! I casually pulled the blanket back and tapped my phone. The lights went off and the projector turned on. The projector showed surveillance footage of this room, from when Xu Chusheng brought me in, all the way up to this very moment. Too lazy to talk, but don't want to be wrongly accused either. Your brother brought you here wanting you to have a nice environment. But you should know to avoid suspicion. After all, you were raised in the countryside? No manners at all, don't know how to consider others. I finally realized they don't care about right or wrong. They just simply don't like me. But if they don't like me, why did they desperately look for me? I was helpless but didn't want to say more. Luckily, Xu Mengye came back and saved me. But as they left, I heard Mother Xu say something harsh. You need to behave better. In the future, you'll be married off for the Xu family. If your reputation is ruined, you'll be worthless. I saw Xu Mengye's side profile when she heard this, expressionless, like she was already dead inside. Then I was called down to eat. At the table, Father and Mother Xu had Xu Chusheng between them. They looked more like a family of 3. Xu Chusheng was likable, knew how to say things that made them happy. Father and Mother Xu would look at me with disappointment, then look at Xu Chusheng with relief. Like they were comparing, like, bro, did you go to school, graduated? You and Chusheng are the same age. He's only a senior, you've graduated. What did you study? Computer science and welding. How can a child of the Xu family learn something so lowly as welding? Chusheng is now a senior at Suqing No. 1 High School. He's expected to get into a top university. You should go too for half a year. Even if you can't get into a good college, at least you'll have a good school on your diploma. But I've already graduated. I wanted to tell them I was in HIT's gifted program. Graduated long ago, already working. This trip was just a visit. I'd have to go back to work soon. My workplace is highly classified, the kind I can't even mention. Plus, I'm lazy, so I didn't explain. How dare you talk back? I've decided. You're going to No. 1 High School tomorrow. Damn, they're really sending me back to school. And if I remember right, the year I graduated from HIT, I came to Suqing No. 1 High School to give guidance. I really want to see the principal's face when he sees me enrolling at his school.